You can throw boom at the same time. As he punches, boom, you go down.
Absolutely.
It's all about moving after you punch. As soon as you punch, you're gone.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that.
Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when talking about Jake Paul's upcoming fight with Gervonta Davis. He said Jake is way too big for Davis and accused him of picking fights that don't really test his skills. Smith called the matchup completely one-sided, arguing that Jake keeps avoiding real competition and is more interested in easy victories than proving himself as a true boxer.
But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino out there. And I think that is the idea for him to bulk up and be a little powerhouse out there. And I'm all for it. I'm going to tell you in this video why I think that's the best thing for Tank and why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys another workout of mine. Let me be absolutely clear with this, all right? I'm not trying to say that I'm a great fighter. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you. We all know, Lord knows, that all you guys in the comments are Olympic gold medalists. You guys are fantastic fighters, and I can't come close to the level of great technique and great fighting that you are. I'm just working out, all right? And I was definitely trying to hit the bag as hard as I can. I was really working on my hooks more than anything. Now listen, I know that I'm trash, all right? So, you know, just look at it and be like, okay, showbiz trash or whatever. Or if you want to be inspired and you're on a journey like I am, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to not look like I'm 45 out here, all right, other than the gray and the beard, all right? If you get inspired, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, all you Olympic gold medalists out there, I'm nowhere on your level, all right? But if you want to see it, it's going to be at the end of this video. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, listen. The reason why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds is because I think that's his walking around weight. And I have receipts for all this shit. You guys remember what, 4 or 5 years ago where he missed weight against Gamboa?
Stephen A. Smith recently asked Gervonta Tank Davis's coach which fighters truly deserve a shot at facing Tank next. The coach didn't hold back. He said anyone who's been talking down on Davis should be first in line. He specifically mentioned Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, both of whom have questioned Tank's abilities in public according to the coach. This isn't just about rivalry, it's about respect. He wants those critics to feel for themselves what Tank's power is really like. It's not about revenge, but about silencing the doubters who keep questioning Davis's dominance. In his view, it's time the talkers step into the ring and face the truth.so. Who would you want to see take on Tank next?
What are your thoughts about this upcoming fight?
See, I kind of lean towards Davis a little because of his style of fighting and what makes him different than most fighters that I once did is when he punches, he catapults himself in the air, and normally in the air you're out of position, have no leverage. But for some reason, myself and Mr. Davis, our best point is when we're leaping in the air, like being catapulted to punch up, because he's not much of a guy that punches down as we saw with Pitbull Cruz. So what's his name? Pitbull Cruz gave him his hardest fight. But he was a very aggressive guy, not like Ryan. Man.
Yeah, you talk about Isaac Cruz. Definitely, he gave it an aggressive fight.
Yes.
But I thought that particular fight, Gervonta showed me boxing skills that I didn't even realize he had because, Pitbull comes at you and he's very good defensively, so he covers himself well. But I thought Gervonta did a great job boxing in that particular fight. But here's what I think. I think this is the kind of fight Gervonta Davis is going to have to get the knockout because Ryan Garcia is taller. Obviously, he's fighting at a catch weight with that dehydration clause and all of this stuff, but he's longer, he's taller, he's got a jab, he uses it to avoid that power that Gervonta Davis is going to give him, he wins the fight. I think the only way for Gervonta to beat him is to knock him out. To that you say what?
I believe he can beat him if it goes the distance as well.
You think Gervonta can beat him if he goes the distance?
He's going to win the fight, yes.
So you got him winning this fight?
Yes, I do.
Comedian and commentator Ari Spears didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on the upcoming fight. He said the whole event feels more like a show than a real boxing match. Still, despite calling it a circus, Spears made it clear he believes in Gervonta Davis's power and precision. He even predicted that Tank would end things early, with a knockout by the third round. What makes Spears' take interesting is the mix of criticism and respect. He sees the hype around the fight as over the top, yet he can't ignore Tank's skill as a finisher. His opinion reflects what many fans feel: this matchup might be outrageous, but it's also impossible to look away. It's pure entertainment powered by real talent, and Spears thinks Davis will make a powerful statement long before the final bell.
Accuracy and the one-punch knockout power. The other has the size, the force, and the unbreakable confidence to make this must-see Netflix. The size difference is obvious, but so is the skill and experience difference. One man has been doing this for 23 years, since the age of 7. The other picked up the sport 5 years ago and has virtually no amateur experience. So the size difference is what makes this plausible. The king of the jungle here is Tank Davis. He is the lion taking on the young elephant that is Jake Paul. The lion is looking at me like he's about to eat me. The lion is fast, he's fierce, and he's fatal when he strikes.